Have you ever stopped, looked at what you have, and wondered if it was enough? We live in a world that always promotes competition and desire, but perhaps knowing enough is the key to true happiness and peace. Let's embark on a journey to discover the magic of knowing enough, the secret to a life of peace of mind. In Buddhist philosophy, knowing enough is the attitude of appreciating and being content with what you have, instead of chasing after endless desires. Living with contentment does not mean giving up all ambitions, but understanding the limits of greed, avoiding being caught up in the endless spiral of desire. I myself used to feel dissatisfied when I saw friends around me achieving certain successes. But when I thought carefully, I realized that comparison only made my heart heavier. When I knew how to focus on what I had, I felt much lighter and more peaceful. Ambition and desire are natural human instincts. We always crave success, status, material things. But the truth is that when we have them, our hearts continue to crave more. This not only does not bring happiness, but also makes us live in a state of constant tension and dissatisfaction. There is a story about a rich businessman who did not feel happy. Every day, he was busy making money to satisfy his ambitions. One day, when his health was failing and he realized he was lonely, he gave up everything to return to the countryside, live simply and feel every moment with his family. From there, he found true peace. We do not need much to live, but greed will make us lose ourselves. Stop and think, what are we living for? Buddha once taught that everything in this world is impermanent, coming and going. Excessive attachment and desire only bring suffering. When we understand that nothing is forever and learn to let go, our souls will become lighter and freer. A monk once told the story of a man who lost all his possessions after a fire. When this man came to the temple to complain, the monk simply asked, "If you could live over again without the burden of the past, would you do it again?" The man nodded. The monk said, "Then consider this an opportunity to let go and start over." In fact, letting go is not giving up, but finding freedom in the soul. Knowing how to let go is knowing how to feel lighthearted. There was a single mother who worked day and night to raise her children. Although life was difficult, every simple meal with her children made her smile. When asked the secret to living happily in poverty, she replied, "As long as my children are healthy and have food to eat every day, I feel satisfied." Knowing contentment is not giving up on desires, but knowing when to stop and appreciating what you have. In the present moment, you can find peace if you know how to appreciate it. Forgive yourself. Not only do we need to forgive others, we also need to learn to forgive ourselves. Many people often hold on to past mistakes and let them affect their current happiness. However, to live happily, you need to know that everyone makes mistakes. There was a man who made a big mistake at work, leading to a serious failure. He lived in regret for many years until he understood. Failure is not the end, but an opportunity to learn. He forgave himself and started over with a new determination. Forgiveness does not mean ignoring mistakes, but recognizing, learning, and moving forward. If you cannot forgive yourself, you will never find peace. Where does peace of mind come from? Peace of mind does not come from avoiding difficulties, but from how we face them. When you encounter difficulties, instead of blaming fate, see them as part of the journey to help you grow. A Zen master once said, "The storm will pass, the sun will shine again." When his student encountered difficulties, he advised to see challenges as passing clouds, because they will not stay forever. Peace of mind comes from acceptance and letting go. When you understand that everything is temporary, you will no longer be swept away by negative emotions. Facing fear nature is always our great teacher. Look at the river. No matter how many obstacles it encounters, it still flows to the ocean. Likewise, in life, we need to learn to overcome fear to continue the journey. Once, I was afraid to change jobs because I was afraid of the unknown. But when I bravely faced it, I found joy and new opportunities that I had not expected before. Fear is temporary, but opportunities will pass if you don't dare to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. Cherish the present moment. Happiness is not a destination, but a journey. Sometimes we focus too much on the future and forget the joys that are happening right now. A father was always busy with work to take care of his son's future. When his son grew up, he realized that he had missed the precious moments with his son. Then, he decided to spend more time with his family because he understood that time will never come back. Live fully in the present, because this is the most precious gift that life has to offer. Live with gratitude. Looking back on your journey, you will see that what matters is not how much success you have achieved, but how much love and gratitude you have lived with. Every person you meet, every experience you have, is a brick that builds your life. Live each day with gratitude, because life is a journey that never repeats itself. Cherish your loved ones, do good deeds, and accept each day as a gift. Life is a long chain of love and forgiveness. Live so that every step leaves a mark of goodness, so that when you look back, you have no regrets.